Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan, Ban Yasharalah of the Lionz Den camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Akim pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Kharab Ban Yasharalah coming out of the Lionz Den camp of Yasharalah here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today I'll be coming out with a little small, lesson. But without further ado, I'm gonna play this little excerpt and then I'm gonna get some scriptures.
Inflation affects the way Zerlina Smith members eats, shops, drives, nearly every aspect of her life.
We went from Lipton's to a store brand tea because I love it, my daughter loves it, and that's what we could afford. The inflation has us in the store where we used to can spend, say, $20 on lunch meat, bread, and cheese. The basic things have doubled. A loaf of bread is $5. Who can afford that?
Food and fuel have been especially hard hit. Pandemic-related kinks in the global supply chain and an energy shortage partly due to the war in Ukraine have driven up prices on a broad range of goods.
If you do see products on sale, which has become less pervasive than ever before, buy it, stock up, put things in the freezer because prices are not going to go down.
That's left grocery store shelves more bare and more pricey. The Dollar Tree is the kind of store a lot of working class families come to save money. For 35 years, nearly everything in the store cost $1. Now, it's $1.25.
I've questioned some of it.
The founder of Chicago's nonprofit Violence Interrupters program says inflation appears to be contributing also to a spike in crime.
The reason why some of the crime levels are rising is because inflation is pretty tough out here. You have people out there trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. You have the carjackings on the rise.
With the U.S. government hoping to lower gas prices by releasing oil from the nation's strategic petroleum reserve and the Federal Reserve raising interest rates to discourage borrowing, President Biden says his administration is working on it.
More and more Americans get jobs as they do. It's going to help ease the supply pressures we've seen. And that's good news for fighting inflation. It's good news for our economy, and it means that our economy has gone from being on the mend to being on the move.
For Zerlina Smith members, inflation has also dashed her hopes of starting off the year with a new kitchen.
Labor prices went up from $12,000 to $25,000 in a matter of a year. So this is the old kitchen with new appliances, and we have cabinets in my garage. We have countertops in my garage, flooring.
Okay, enough of that. But anyways, as you can see, with the inflation, and I say the hyperinflation, things have gone up. Things that were cheap are now not so cheap anymore. But this is all spoken of in the scriptures. Second Esdras, 16. But before I get that, I'm gonna get this right here. This is Salaki. This is Isaiah chapter 32. Verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, because she was talking about how she was able to go to a specific store and buy tea, the Lipton brand, the top name brand stuff for like $20 and it was cheap, But continuing. This is Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, because a lot of the women of our nation are at ease here in Babylon. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. See, the Lord is talking to the women, the daughters of Zion, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American woman as well. The Lord says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, because our women are very much at ease here in Esau's kingdom. The Lord says, hear my voice, meaning listen to him, listen to his prophets, listen to the instructions, follow his rules, regulations, his laws, his statutes, his commandments. Ye careless daughters. A lot of our women are very careless. They don't have a care in the world because they can depend on Esau to get amenities and things like this. But as you can see in this video, that carelessness is starting to come to an end. It's starting to, feel the fire. The Lord says, give ear unto my speech. He's talking to the women saying, listen and pay attention. Verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So many days and years will these women be troubled, because once this system goes down, and this hyperinflation and all these things really kick in, these women are going to be troubled, because the vintage is going to fail. All their amenities that they've been getting, government assistance, cash assistance, and various other things of the sort, they're gonna be in straits at that time when this stuff fails, because the gathering is not gonna come. Meaning the things that they've so depended on so much, it's not gonna come. And it's not gonna happen. Verse 11: Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So the Lord says, tremble ye women that are at ease, meaning fear. Because these things that are coming, if you're not protected by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, it's going to, these plagues and this destruction that the Lord is bringing, and it's going to continue to bring until this place has been totally thrown down. It's going to overtake you. But see, our women are careless. So the Lord's telling them to tremble because they're at ease. You know, be troubled, be bothered, be concerned about what's going on. The Lord says, strip ye and make ye bare, meaning humble yourself down. But a lot of our women don't want to do that. They despise that. So the Lord says what they're gonna be troubled. They're gonna suffer a lot. Now, let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 16. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So as you know, the Lord, he sends these plagues, these famines, and these tribulations and anguish as scourges for amendment, as tools for correction, because of the wickedness that is going on upon this on this earth. That's why these things are sent. They are sent to correct and to put things back in order, you know, to show the error of one's way or ways. Verse 20, it says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So, but for all these things that the Lord is going to send upon this place, and is sending upon this place, for a vast majority of our people, you know, 2/3 of our people, women in particular right now at this point, because of this lesson, this video, I should say, this excerpt, they're not going to turn away they're not going to turn from the wickedness. Nor will they be mindful of the things that are happening. Because for the truth of the matter is, 2/3 of our people, they hate the Lord. And a lot of the Israelite women, you know, mainly of the southern kingdom, you know, some of the northern kingdom too, they hate the men of Yasharalah, and they definitely hate the men of the Lord and hate this truth. So they're going to have to suffer the famine and the plague and the tribulation and the anguish and the scourges. You know, they're going to have to suffer the Lord's judgment. And even in that, they're still not going to turn from their wickedness. They're not going to be mindful of the correction, the scourges. Verse 21, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So, you know, as the lady was saying earlier in the video, she was like, yeah, we used to could go here and go there and pay $20 for whatever, and it was cheap. You know, she also said something about bread and milk being $5 plus. You know, now you got the Dollar Tree, now they're the $1.25 tree now. And it's just going to keep going up. And as the Edomite said, he said the prices ain't going down. So because a lot of our people were thinking that, oh man, I could do this and I could do that, because it was so cheap to buy things, they thought themselves to be in good case, you know. But they failed to realize that evil is still going to grow upon the land. Sword, famine, and great confusion. These things are going to continue to happen because the Lord is going to make it reach a boiling point, a certain height, before everything is totally curtains for this place. Okay, so yeah, that was a little quick lesson. Hopefully it was edifying. And again, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Also, double honors to my elder, Harwan Ban Yasharalah. And salutations to the Akim. And with that, Shalom.